Listen to this quick video clip. This guy is the President of the United States. It was recorded in 2014 when he was Vice President. Check it out, I'll be right back.
Figure out how to live together like we do. You will never make it. America's strength ultimately lies in its people. There's nothing special about being American. None of you can define for me what an American is. Can't define it based on religion, ethnicity, race, culture.
That's the President of the United States. There's nothing special about being an American. What defines an American? It's not race, it's not religion, blah, 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 blur, 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 because all he does is fucking stutter. This is the guy who's in charge of this debacle right now in Afghanistan, where today a suicide bomber went into the airport. As of right now, 12 U.S. servicemen have been killed, at least 15 injured. But a general in charge of this debacle is vowing to continue the operation to rescue people from Afghanistan. Bottom line, from the get-go, it was a clusterfuck. They had no plan. They didn't know what they were doing. They rushed in thinking these people were just going to sit back. The Taliban, they were going to sit back, let the American troops go in there and take all the people out. This administration thinks they can negotiate with terrorists, the Taliban. I don't know, was it the Secretary of State maybe, who recently was there and had a secret meeting with Taliban leaders trying to negotiate some kind of bullshit. So basically they want the Taliban to say, yeah, we're going to take over Afghanistan. We're not going to abuse women and children. We're not going to cut people's heads off when they commit crimes or cut their hands off or whatever horrible shit they do. This president thinks in his warped mind that these people, the terrorists, are going to sit at a table and negotiate with him, of all people. Okay? He wants the American people to believe that what he's doing right now in Afghanistan is the right thing to do. Yes, it's great. You want to rescue people? Absolutely. American citizens? Absolutely. But what they want to do is they want to take hundreds, if not thousands, of Afghan refugees out of that country and just drop them in all different states throughout the United States. So these states have to welcome these people, which they don't know who they are. They don't know if they're terrorists. They don't know if they're carrying diseases like this COVID that we're all fighting. They don't know anything about them. But they want you to believe that the people they're rescuing are people that are seeking refuge in the United States because they need to get away from the Taliban, which is all well and good. We all know they're terrorists, and we all know what they do to women and what they do to children. But how do you say you're just going to keep loaded airplanes with people, American or not, and bring them to the United States or whatever other countries may want to accept them? But this guy wants to bring thousands of Afghan refugees to the United States. It's gone so far as the governor of the state of Rhode Island sent Biden a letter saying that he would be more than happy to welcome Afghan refugees to the state of Rhode Island. They could use Rhode Island as a safe haven. That's how burnt out these politicians are. They will do anything, and I mean anything, to make people think that they care, that they're doing the right thing when they're not. all they are trying to do is make people say, hey, look at me. I'm saving people. I'm rescuing women and children. Next election, vote for me. That's right. Vote for me because look what I did. What you're doing is destroying not only your state by bringing these people in, you're participating in destroying the entire country. The United States fought a war in Afghanistan for 20 years. I personally know people who fought in that war. And I happen to work with one every day who has done several tours of duty there. And it's no cakewalk. It's no fucking park. It's no amusement park. It's dangerous. It's danger day and night. And the stories I've heard are frightening, quite frankly. And this person is lucky that he made it home in one piece. But now they're sending U.S. military there to rescue people after Biden decides to pull the United States out of the country, leaving behind billions of dollars in weaponry, tanks, trucks, Humvees, whatever you could possibly imagine, Black Hawk helicopters. They left all of this in the hands of terrorists. But then they want you to believe again that then they're going to negotiate with them and everything's going to be okay. And look what happened today. And do you think this one suicide bomber is the only one that's going to happen? Let's send one of our guys in there and let him blow himself up, kill a few people, or as many as he can, and we'll just show them that we mean business. Hurry up and get out of our country. That's what they want you to believe. And whoever this general is, this fucking genius, who wants to continue this operation, should be removed from whatever position he holds, because all he's doing is putting Americans at risk. You got a few thousand U.S. soldiers there, apparently, just trying to secure this airport that is surrounded by this Taliban. And we all know they don't give a fuck. They will kill anybody, men, women, and children, for no reason whatsoever, because that's what terrorists do. But Uncle Joe doesn't seem to care. All he cares about is, look what I did. I got the troops out. I rescued a few thousand people. Yeah, but look what you did today, or yesterday, whatever the time is over there. You got so far 12 U.S. servicemen killed and 15 wounded so far, and God knows how many civilians got killed. We probably never know because they're probably in pieces. But this administration is hell-bent on doing the wrong thing every step of the way. They want, and I always say this, they literally want you to believe that this guy got 80 million plus votes, the most popular president ever in the United States. They believe that. Whatever they did to get this election and install Biden as president, he didn't win an election. They figured out how to take it and install him because they knew that he was incompetent. But if anybody else won an election, they wouldn't be able to do what they do. And they, meaning the Democrats, with Queen Pelosi and King Schumer at the helm. They did whatever they could do to install Biden. And then they picked up Kamala. Okay, you're a moron too, but you go with him, and then maybe you can take some of the heat off. And that's what they did. So now this guy he literally has fucked up every single thing that he's attempted to do. And what does Harris do in the middle of this Afghan fiasco? I'm going to go to Vietnam. She's going to go to Vietnam. For what? For what? To get out of the country so you don't have to answer questions, because Lord knows you can't answer them, because every time, we all know this, every time there's a question asked and you don't know the answer, and you can't make up a lie quick, you do that stupid laugh. That's your way of saying, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. And that's it. I mean, this is the shit that's going on right now. And you saw that video, this fucking guy who was VP back then, telling you, as the Vice President of the United States, there's nothing special about being an American. Nobody can define what's special about it. And now, all these years later, he's the president, 80 million votes. Okay, like I said before, maybe 8,000. I say less. But we all know, and I'm tired of hearing these bleeding hearts. Stop bashing him. He's doing good. He's creating jobs. He didn't create one fucking job. They shut the country down for a year and a half. Then when businesses started opening back up again and people started going back to work, those are the jobs they think they're creating. They created shit. And they continue to create shit. All they do is continue to destroy this country that we live in, that we love. And I don't care what party you're in. Okay, I always said this. I was never a huge Trump fan. Do I think he was a million times better than Uncle Joe? Abso-fucking-lutely. The problem with Trump was he didn't know how to keep his mouth closed. So he offended people, and we all know you can't say anything today. You can't say shit, you can't say piss, you can't say fuck, you can't say nothing. You can't make jokes, you can't do anything. Because they got that Gen Z cancel culture bullshit. That all these kids, these spoon-fed kids coming up, college age, high school, they think they know it all. The kids in college, the ones who protest, they don't know shit, okay? But they're all the ones who, they eat this up, okay? Donald Trump offended me. He used to put out mean tweets every day. How many people could go for a mean tweet right now instead of going on Twitter or any other social media site or putting your television on and looking at the news and seeing a debacle in Kabul right now, where these troops are there to rescue, air quotes, rescue people. And they didn't think that these terrorists were going to do anything. This is the kind of shit that you have to look at and shake your head and wonder what the hell is going on in this country, and when are these politicians going to wake up and put a stop to this? We all know people still, the die-hard Trump people, oh, Trump's coming back. Trump's not coming back. Get that out of your head. He's not just going to one day appear in the White House. That's not how it works. So all you can hope for is in 2024, whether he runs or somebody, anybody with a brain in their head will do better than this guy. And again, I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. If you want to go in there and do the right thing and do what's right, and we all know this party, the Dems, they're against doing the right thing. They're more of, we'll give you, do as I say, not as I do. But there are people who believe all of a sudden Trump's going to reappear in the White House, and quite frankly, that's a fairy tale, and it's not going to happen. But anybody right now could change what's going on, because this guy is so out of touch with reality. He literally has no idea what's going on. And quite frankly, I feel bad for the guy. I'm not a fan, never was. He was in Congress for 100 years. I actually feel bad for the guy because he's so sick that he doesn't know what he's doing. So you can't really blame him in a sense, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. They're feeding him these speeches. They're putting up the words on a teleprompter nice and big so hopefully he can read it. And he's out there making a fool of himself. Whoever he's got with him, they're making these decisions, whether it's Harris, Pelosi, Schumer, whoever the Joint Chiefs are, anybody he installed, like he was installed, they're making the decisions. Biden is not making any decisions because he's not capable of it. And again, I feel bad. Okay, you can blame his family, not the crackhead son, but the wife, Dr. Jill. She's got a PhD in English, but you're going to call her doctor. Okay, give me a break on that. She wanted to be first lady so bad, she does not give two shits about this guy and the fool he's making out of himself. As long as she can be on the cover of Vogue and Cosmopolitan, wearing dresses, they look like my grandmother's curtains. I said that before too. It's disgusting what these people are letting happen, and nothing is being done to correct it. And that's all. I mean, we all know this. We all talk about it. We all see it every day. Every day we see it. And nobody cares. When are people gonna wake up and realize that there's a big friggin' problem here? There's an election next year for governor, midterms. I don't know if Congress people are involved. I don't know who's involved. I know in Rhode Island it's the governor election, God forbid, but that's a story for another day. But when are people going to realize that these politicians on the campaign trail, they're feeding you all this bullshit, all these lies, everything they're going to do, they want to do. And when they all know, once I'm elected, game on. I'm doing whatever I want to do. And as long as I can get the other people in this chamber to agree with me, it's all set. They don't care. They don't care about the average person. And this administration and the people that he's got with him could give two shits about the United States. Okay, quite frankly, they're un-American. They don't care about the United States because they're letting this continue. They keep putting forward these bad plans and bad policies, and look what's happening. Let's bring the refugees to the United States. Let's just drop them off. So we're all going to have men in dresses walking around in our neighborhoods pretty soon. But they're just refugees. They're just seeking asylum. They're seeking a safe haven, like Rhode Island's governor said. They can find a safe haven in my state. Well, guess what? The people in your state don't want them. I don't care if Rhode Island's a Democratic state. Anybody with a fucking pea brain could make that determination that they don't want the refugees in their state because their state's fucked up enough. And there you have it. There you fucking have it. Pay attention to it's just disgusting. So now more servicemen and women are being sent there to get killed because this guy is listening to people or letting people do the wrong thing. And that's it. That's my rant. I stand by it because it's the truth. And I know people don't like hearing the truth. But it's the truth. End of story. If you haven't already liked this video, please like it. Share it, if you will. Let people listen. Because you gotta listen. And don't just listen to me. It's everywhere. But you gotta listen to the truth. We're in trouble. We're in trouble as a nation. With these people in D.C. We're in trouble. It's gotta change. Please wake up. Like this video. Share this video. Subscribe to my channel. There's a lot more of this coming down the line. And thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. Drop a comment if you will. And if you don't, that's cool too. I appreciate you watching. I hope everybody is healthy and safe. And that's it for today. We'll see you soon. Take care.